For the past 43 years, on the last weekend of July, the historic town of Ballyshannon in County Donegal has stood firm in the face of many obstacles and held a folk and traditional music festival. 2020 has thrown a new curveball, COVID-19. Earlier this year, the festival had to make the difficult but correct decision to postpone this year's live events in the interests of public health and safety. But we've come up with a virtual, reimagined celebration to ensure that the festival's unbroken run since 1978 continues, albeit in a new format. We had a great night last night with our Legend sessions. This is night 2 of our 4-night celebration, and we hope wherever you are joining us in the world, you'll appreciate some great music and song as we celebrate our 43rd Ballyshannon Folk and Traditional Music Festival, the oldest festival of its genre in the world, coming to you virtually from the oldest town in Ireland. Kicking off our first virtual concert is Dave Munley. Now, calling Dave Munley a box player is like calling Muhammad Ali a boxer, true but reductive. Of course, as someone who grew up playing traditional music, he plays Irish dance tunes in the style of a box player, and he plays them with the flair and level of mastery you'd expect from someone as talented and dedicated to the music as he is. However, from a young age, driven by an innate musical curiosity and rapidly acquired fluency, Munley began pushing his chosen instrument further than most to discover what he could do with it. His sound is unmistakably him.
How's it going? Wishing Ballyshannon Folk Festival a happy 43rd birthday this year. Pity we can't be up at you. Please back next year, we'll be all there. 43 years is a serious milestone. One of the oldest folk festivals in Europe, if I'm not mistaken. Well, here's to 43 more. Keep up the good work.
now for Ballyshannon local Oisin Macaulay, who's been involved with music from an early age, starting with the fiddle when he was just 9 and living in Carrick in southwest Donegal. He grew up in an Irish-speaking area and he honed his craft in a wide-ranging and experimental style of famed Donegal fiddle player John Doherty. Traditional music took a backseat to classical when Macaulay moved to Belfast to earn a music degree at Queen's University, and followed that with a series of gigs including time at Cran and Stockton's Wing, some teaching and a year in Brittany playing with a band and learning tunes before later to go on to join Danu. Macaulay is rooted and grounded in West of Ireland musical tradition, a tradition that is known for taking influences from other lands and building upon them. For Macaulay, a lecturer in Berklee College in Boston, reaching beyond traditional Irish music is as much part of preserving tradition as well as extending it.
Hi there, Ballyshannon Folkfest. Hard to believe there's 43 years running this year. I'm a Ballyshannon native myself, and I remember it fondly for years and years, going to the festival and playing with it years ago. Very sorry to hear that it was cancelled this year, but I bet it'll be back bigger and better than ever next year and going for 43 plus years. I'm going to play Drunken Sailor hornpipe into O'Dowd's number 9, a few of Tommy Potts' favourite tunes, a great fiddle player from Dublin, so I hope you enjoy.
Ballyshannon Folk and Traditional Music Festival showcase winners in 2017, Billowood create a modern magic with their original fusion of folk, traditional Irish music and indie pop rock. Mark O'Donnell, Ciara O'Donnell, Harry Lawler and Breathe O'Donnell are multi-instrumentalists and multi-vocalists who specialise in harmonies. Coupled with the mastery of their instruments, including the harp, fiddle, flute, tin whistle and accordion, they have an uplifting vibe deeply rooted in trad, but with a modern folk and pop influences. Billowood delivers a fantastic fun vibe that still honours their Celtic roots, appealing to audiences of all ages and resulting in their whirlwind of success with outstanding performances across the globe. Now it's time, as Anthony said last night, to get up and take the IST, out of social distancing and enjoy some social dancing. Folks, it's Billowood.
We are Billowood and we are from Ballyshannon, County Mayo, and we just want to say hello to everyone up in Ballyshannon.
We were due to play at the 43rd Annual Folk Festival this year, but for obvious reasons the festival cannot go ahead.
We have 2 videos for you today. The first one is called Cold as Water and we will be releasing that in the next few weeks. And then you will also see Running from Wolf, which is our current single, and you can find it on our website billowood.com and on our Facebook page.
We hope to see you all next year. Woo!
2 hands.
I searched for miles, but you weren't around. So I sat still on this cold, hard ground. I reached the truth and it included you. Then I realized that I already knew. I built a wall of wattle and down. You broke it down, wasn't easy job. Now you're a seed that never grew into a tree. It didn't matter 'cause you'd forgotten me. Some lives are short and some lives are long. 3 years passed and then you were gone. And now I'm a man and you're still a boy. Lights do fade but life still goes on. I'm in the coldest water. But I'm still alive, yes I'm still alive in the coldest water. But you're there.
Silence is your voice with my heavy truth. Years have passed and so has your youth. Your common sense was not so common. Life is short, you have to hop on.
Tony Reedy was born near Westport in the village of Ahagower. He was reared on a small farm and his words are close to the soil. He still remembers when he heard his first Dylan song, Like a Rolling Stone, while saving hay on his father's farm. He saw Liam Clancy sing folk songs on a black and white TV in the country kitchen. These sparks of inspiration never died. He bought a guitar and he hasn't stopped playing it since. Tony has gained a considerable reputation as a songwriter. His themes include tales of informers, small-town romance, dreamers, losers and clowns. It's my pleasure now to introduce you to Tony, who won the Best Folk Solo Singer in our Showcase competition in 2019.
Wildflowers bloom. It's time to let sleeping dogs lie. Here on the farm, back here on the farm. The night falls on the barn. We're waiting for falling stars. Burying hatchets from long forgotten wars. Here on the farm, back here on the farm. Nowhere is where we're going. This cup is overflowing. Those fences have been mended that were broken. Here on the farm, back here on the farm. There's stuff we don't want to see. We've turned down the TV. We hear the truth in the summer breeze. Here on the farm, back here on the farm. lived. All that's gone before is no use no more. Here on the farm, back here on the farm. I've done with all this racing, this running and this chasing, doing what others do, 'cause you're supposed to. Here on the farm, here on the farm. Hello, I'm delighted to be back here at the Ballyshannon Folk Festival, even if it's virtually. I had a brilliant time there last year. That was a song called Back on the Farm that I wrote during the early days of the lockdown. I'm going to sing another song now for you. It's a love song of sorts. Well, it's a bit different. It's called A Rough Shot of Lipstick. And thanks very much. Just have to change guitars here. How to do this gracefully, it's not easy. That was the rough shot of lipstick. Birds of a feather, they flock together, and love songs are just for the birds. John Joe Scarecrow meets a wild goose from Mayo, maybe they can fly enough. He looks at his flower, and she at the tower of love she has by her side. He buys her an ice cream, they sit on the cold seat and curious faces walk by. It's a rough shot of lipstick and a comb through the hair, and the wild goose is ready for town. Scarecrow is happy like he's never been. He's living way up in the clouds. He's living way up in the clouds. The Scarecrow is walking right up on the clouds by the ball alley and the town hall. With his oversized sports coat, he's walking around, and the wild goose loving it all. And the owl ones are sipping the owl drops of brandy and hiding in the corners of bars. They're looking at the gimp on the face of the wild goose, and the Scarecrow's eyes full of stars. It's a rough shot of lipstick and a comb through the hair, and the wild goose is ready for town. Scarecrow is happy like he's never been. He's living way up in the clouds. He's living way up in the clouds. She has picked with the crows from West Mayo, and she's nested with the jackdaws. But John Joe Scarecrow makes no bones, he himself is a little fawnach. So let the bells ring and the choir boys sing, the wedding is up in the air. The cuckoos, the blue tits, the hawks, the misfits raise a glass to an unlikely pair.
shot of lipstick and a comb through the hair, and the wild goose is ready for town. Scarecrow is happy like he's never been. He's living way up in the clouds. He's living way up in the clouds. And that's the story of the Scarecrow and the rough shot of lipstick. It's been a total pleasure playing here for you. Hope you have a great festival, even though it's online, and stay safe and be strong, and thanks.
It's time now to allow a Bundoran man to play at the Ballyshannon Folk and Traditional Music Festival. But this Bundoran man is more than just a local legend. He and the Boxty Band have toured extensively in Europe and beyond, and their reputation for show-stopping performances is well earned and well founded. Johnny's larger-than-life persona perfectly complements his musical acumen. He's comfortable in any genre, and he possesses a truly unique and expressive voice. Johnny is widely acknowledged as one of the finest guitar players touring the European circuit. The man and his music combine to offer something truly memorable on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the legend, Johnny Gallagher.
Hello guys, Johnny Gallagher here, Johnny Boxty, coming to you live from my living room here on Bundoran. I just want to thank you for getting me on here to perform at the 43rd Ballyshannon Folk Festival. Such an honour, and away we go. I wanna know if you still love me. I wanna know if you still care. I hold your hand every night when I'm sleeping. If you wake up and you're not there, seen your face in the window by the stairs. I held a bottle in my hand, and I was crawling, I was heading for the door. Well, I couldn't even stand. Well, I'm no good at living life like this. You see, there's something wrong. My head is gone all over the place, 'cause I'm a drunk, always stoned. Oh no, I think I've lost you. Oh no, I think I've lost you. No, no, I think I've lost you. Maybe now I've left it far too long. You see, I had fear and shame in me, and I've a feeling that you're kissing someone else. It's in your eyes, I can see. Oh no, I think I've lost you. Oh no, I think I've lost you. Oh no, I think I've lost you. How can I release you from my heart? Oh please, release me. Well, how can I release you from my heart? Oh please, I wanna know if you still care. I hold your hand every night when I'm sleeping. If you wake up and you're not there, I wanna know if you still love me. I wanna know if you still care. I hold your hand every night when I'm sleeping. I hate to wake up and you're not there. Yeah, right. Hey. Yeah, thank you very much. That was an old song there I wrote a good few years ago. Along with this one, it's a true story. They're all true stories. This song is called the Jesus Song, all right. Oh, Jesus was a happy man. I grew my beard like him. He could walk on the water, and I can hardly swim. Then there was the blind man. He told him he could see. He turned the water into wine, and he had a big party. Well, I will never forget my first time to hear Heartbreak Hotel. 6 years old in a hair saloon, yeah, I remember well. My mama said there was Elvis. She combed my hair like his. She swung me round in the swinging chair, and she kissed me in the face. Oh, Jesus, he had rock and roll like Elvis. After all, he was the Rolling Stone. He made us believe. He made the blind man see to find his way home. When I go out driving, I take few things with me. I take a medal of Jesus Christ that my mama gave to me. Then to take the Elvis that I've read for so long. I sit with big old tears in my eyes and I listen to every song. Hey! Oh, Jesus, he is rock and roll like Elvis. After all, he moved the Rolling Stone. He made us believe. He made the blind man see to find his way home. Oh, but Jesus, he had a rock and a roll like Elvis. After all, he moved the Rolling Stone. He gave us light. He made the big roads wide to bring the boys home. To bring the boys home. To bring the boys home. Yeah, right. Yeah, that was the Jesus song there. Okay, I'm going to continue with a wee one called Shake That Tambourine. wee bit of looping go on for this one. Yeah, yeah, all right. Yeah, yeah, all right. Walking down the river just the other day, stopping by the blind man, I heard him saying, "Son, where you going? What you gonna do?" I told him I was going to New Orleans to make my dream come true. He said, "Son, buy yourself a hat, all big and round. You're gonna be the coolest man in town. Get yourself a guitar, learn how to play the blues. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I've done, and that's what I'm doing now. I got myself a job down in Bourbon Street somehow. Then every night of the week, man, I found me a woman, yeah, she's a rhythm queen. She shakes a tambourine. She got rhythm, she got style. She wears shoes made from a crocodile. Lord Jesus, can't you see what I mean? I fell in love with a woman who shakes a tambourine. Shake that tambourine. All right. Shake that tambourine. Ah. Nights a week working in that juke joint. Yeah, I'm loving it, man. Coking and smoking was all of the time. Getting fucked up on whiskey and good old-fashioned wine. Playing the blues in my worn out shoes. Nothing else to lose. I fell in love with the rhythm queen. She shakes a tambourine. Yeah, Lordy, she is mean, mean, mean. She got rhythm, she got style. She wears shoes made from the crocodile. Lordy Jesus, can't you see what I mean? I fell in love with a woman who shakes the tambourine, shakes that tambourine. Ah. Shake that tambourine. Oh yeah, shake that tambourine. Oh yeah, shake that tambourine. Oh yeah. Every day and every night I hear that tambourine. I get up in the morning, I hear the tambourine. Eating my dinner, I hear a tambourine. I go to bed at night, I hear the tambourine. Take the tambourine. Take the tambourine. Take the tambourine. Take the tambourine. thank you for asking me to be part of the 43 Festival. God bless you. Have a good one. Woo.
ESB is delighted to support the virtual 43rd Ballyshannon Folk and Traditional Music Festival. At ESB, we recognise that while keeping the lights on is important during these challenging times, we also have a role in supporting communities and people, just like we do here in Ballyshannon and the wider Northwest region. As a long-time supporter of this annual festival, we are honoured to work with the organising committee and the wonderful artists, ensuring that this year's festival goes ahead, albeit differently. Congratulations to everyone involved, and we wish a wonderful weekend of great entertainment.
it's the same as me. It's not the same, really, you know.
It's time now for another local man, Charlie, or to give him his full title, Charles Joseph McGettigan cites Drumshanbo in County Leitrim as his home. But he's a native of Ballyshannon and his hometown guards that fact very proudly and very closely. In a musical career that has spanned the decades, he has 8 albums to his credit. He continues to compose and play. He was as busy as ever during lockdown, performing old familiar songs and much new material. His most famous collaboration was while performing with Paul Harrington when they won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1994 with the song Rock and Roll Kids. McGettigan is a folk festival regular, and his easy way and relaxed performances ensure his popularity remains undimmed. He may well be a rock and roll kid, and in any genre, he's a storyteller with few equals. Enjoy, Charlie McGettigan.
Hello, I'm Charlie McGettigan. It's nice to be part of this, I suppose you could call it, a virtual Ballyshannon Folk Festival 2020. I'm going to sing a couple of songs. One of them, this one anyway, two of them are actually about Ballyshannon itself. I wrote this one after doing a sort of a fundraising gig for the restoration of the town clock, and it goes like this. Here I am back in my hometown again. All the faces, all the places I knew back then. So many friends I still recall. It's so good to see you all. Here I am back in my hometown again. There's that football field we used to play on. There's the street that we walked up every day. And there's the old town clock. There's the school up on the rock. There's the chapel where we used to pray. There's that picture house where I had my first kiss. Sitting in the very back row, it felt like bliss. There's the place we used to dance, where we found our first romance. It feels so good just to sit and reminisce. Here I am back in my hometown again. All the faces and all the places that I knew back then. So many friends I still recall, and it's so good to see you all. much music in the way back then. We had the big brass band, we had Gilbert and Sullivan. When we played that old jukebox, where we first learned how to rock, playing air guitar, I'd just do it all over again. And here's to all the friends who have come and gone. I hope you know your memories linger on. You're a part of my history, you're part of my mystery. I remember you, each and every one. Here I am back in my hometown again. All the faces and all the places that I knew back then. So many friends I still recall, and it's so good to see you all. Here I am back in my hometown again. It feels kinda sad to leave you all once more. I wish that it could be like it was before. But time goes marching on, and soon we'll all be gone. But I know we'll meet again on another shore. Here I am back in my hometown again. All the faces and all the places that I knew back then. So many friends I still recall, and it's so good to see you all. Here I am back in my hometown again. Yes, here I am back in my hometown again. Yeah, back in my hometown again. One of the places that I spent an awful long time, an awful lot of my childhood in, was a place on the north of the town called Clunebarn. And here's a little song that I wrote about Clunebarn, of all places. Goes like this. Back in the Clunebarn days, the world was such a different place. We had joy, we had fun in the heat of the sun. Back in the Clunebarn days, I remember every number and who lived in every one. And I love to sit and remember all the people who have come and gone. There were bankers and there were plumbers. There were farmers and there were sparks. There were guitar players and drummers. There were good guys, there were sharks. It was back in the Clunebarn days. The world was such a different place. We had joy, we had fun in the heat of the sun. Back in the Clunebarn days. And summer days off to Rasnowla, everybody on the narrow gauge, mothers with babies a-howling, and people of every age. And autumn time was for conkers from the chestnut trees in the mell. Back to school with the brothers, some things I don't like to recall, 'cause it was back in the Clunebarn days. The world was such a different place. We had joy, we had fun in the heat of the sun. Back in the Clunebarn days. And winter brought ice to the footpaths and slides on the side of the hill. Toys in Stevens's window and Santa Claus footing the bill. Suddenly it's 50 years later. Where did all the good times go? This time is a tough regulator. Now memories are all that I know. 'Cause it was back in the Clunebarn days. The world was such a different place. We had joy, we had fun in the heat of the sun. back in the Clune Barn days. Yes, back in the Clune Barn days. The world was such a different place. We had joy, we had fun in the heat of the sun. Back in the Clune Barn, back in the Clune Barn, back in the Clune Barn days. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the festival. Bye.
Ballyshannon Folk and Traditional Music Festival hopes you enjoyed our second night of our 4-night celebration for our 43rd annual Folk and Traditional Music Festival. We want to thank all the artists who took part tonight, and don't forget to tune in at the same time tomorrow night on Saturday night at 9 o'clock for the second of our virtual concerts and our third night of celebration. See you then.
Into this life we're born, and time goes by so fast in the twinkling of an eye. From the dark end of the street, to the bright side of the road. Let's enjoy it while we can on the bright side of the road.
In 1927, ESB took a bold first step, creating a brighter future for all. Now we're leading the way to a clean energy future, powered by electricity.
To the bright side.